residential status. Tax will be levied on the income of a association of persons, artificial, juridical, local authority. An assessee can be any one of the following, might be an individual, firm, company, HUF, association of person, artificial juridical person, local authority. Today we will be discussing about individual, residential status of an individual under section 6. Okay, residential status of an individual. Residential status of an individual can be classified into resident and non-resident. Again, we have subclassification of resident. Resident can be classified into two more, that is resident, ordinarily resident, resident, non-ordinarily resident. Residential status of an individual under section 6 can be classified into resident and non-resident. Again, there is a subclassification of resident. Resident can be classified as resident, ordinarily resident, resident, non-ordinarily resident. The first classification, resident and non-resident, depends upon basic conditions. To say whether he is resident or non-resident depends upon which condition? Basic condition. Basic condition. And further classification, an individual to be resident, ordinarily resident, resident, non-ordinary resident depends upon additional conditions. Depends upon additional condition. If a person, see there are totally in conditions we have basic conditions, we have two basic conditions, and we have two additional conditions. There are totally 4 conditions. These 4 conditions are divided into 2. That is first 2 basic condition and we have 2 additional condition. If a person satisfy to become a resident, a person should satisfy 1 or 2 basic condition. To become a resident, a person should satisfy 1 or 2 basic condition, and if a person to be a non-resident, he will not satisfy any of the basic condition. He will not, so 0 BC. He will not satisfy any of the basic condition. Once he satisfies basic condition, we have to see further classification, we have to see additional condition. Once he satisfies basic condition, we have to go to the further step, that is which condition? Additional condition. If a person satisfies both the additional condition, if a person satisfies both the additional conditions, we call him as resident, ordinarily resident. If a person satisfies both the additional condition, we call him as resident, ordinarily resident. If he is satisfying one or none, if he is satisfying one or none of the additional condition, we call him as resident, non-ordinarily resident. So, further classification, resident will be depending upon the basic condition. To become OR or NOR depends upon additional condition. Basic condition will be under section 6 subsection 1, additional condition under section 6, subsection 6. Okay. Totally for this one, individual residential status of individual can be classified into 3. Overall classification can be done into 3. One is, for the first one we have is the first classification is resident, ordinarily resident. The second classification we have is resident, non-ordinarily resident. Third classification we have is non-resident. So, first category resident, ordinarily resident. Basic condition, he will satisfy 1 or 2, and additional condition he will satisfy 2. Then we can call him as resident, ordinarily resident. The next classification we have is resident, non-ordinarily resident. Basic condition, he will satisfy 1 or 2, and additional condition he will satisfy 1 or 0. 1 or no additional conditions to be satisfied. The next category is non-resident. The basic condition, he won't satisfy any of the basic condition. Basic conditions will be 0, and there is no question for us to go through the additional condition. This is the residential status. So, what are these conditions? Now, I told you there are 2 basic conditions and 2 additional conditions. Now, we should go through what are these conditions. The condition says that, the first basic condition says that an individual should be in India. An individual should be in India for a period not less than 182 days in the previous year. An individual must be in India. He should be in India for a period of not less than how many days? 182 days. 182 days or more. 182 days or more during the previous year. During the previous year. Your previous year is 2000. Previous year will be 2018-19. Okay. Your previous year is 2018 and 19. So, an individual should not be less than, or he should be at least for a period of how many days? 182 or more days during the previous year. Where he should be in India. It is not that anywhere, any part of India. Okay, today he can be in Karnataka, tomorrow he can be in Tamil Nadu, day after tomorrow in Assam, anywhere, any part of India. So, he should be at least not less than for how many days? 182 days during the previous year. He should be in India at least for a period of 182 days or more. If he is there for more days also, it is not a problem. Not even the place, does not matter. Anywhere, any part of India, he should be there in India. This is the first condition, says that 182 days or more during the previous year. He need not be continuously. It is not there continuous. You can take, when I tell days, it need not be continuous. Okay, it is in days form. Anytime he can come to India, he can go again, he can come total stay in India in the previous year 2018-19. It should not be less than how many days? 182 days. This is the first basic condition. Is it clear? The first basic condition says that an individual should be in India for not less than, when I tell not less than, at least for a minimum for how many days he should be there? 182 days or more. He should stay in India during the previous year. Place does not matter. Where he is staying, which state he is staying, does not matter. Even the continuation need not be there. Total together out of 365 days in your previous year. That is from 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. If he stays here for 182 days, okay, whatever it is, he need not stay continuously months or weeks. Any day, if he stays for 182 days, he will be satisfying the first basic condition. Basic conditions comes under section 6, subsection 1. So, the first basic condition says that an individual should be in India for not less than 182 days during the previous year only. During the previous year, that is very, very important. Not previous year and all, only during the previous year. Did you understand? Shall I go for the second basic condition? The second basic condition, we have again 2 bifurcation. We have 2 bifurcations under second basic condition. The first one, A, it says that an individual should stay in India for not less than 60 days or more during the previous year. During the previous year, that is 2018 and 19. So, the first condition says that under second basic condition, the first condition says that a person should stay at least for a period of 60 days or more during the previous year. Okay, this is the first one. Then we have B. A person or an individual should stay in India for a period of 365 days. Should stay in India for a period of 365 days during 4 years preceding previous year. I'll explain you, listen. The second basic condition says that a person should stay for at least 365 days or more during the 4 years preceding previous year. When I tell the word here preceding previous year, what do you understand? Preceding. Leave off the previous year, go back. Which is your previous year? Your previous year is? Your previous year is 2018-19. When I tell preceding previous year, ignore the previous year and go back. So, PPY, preceding previous year. The first year will be 2017-18. Then you will have 2016-17, 2015-16, 2014-15. So, in this 4 years, at least he should be there in India for how many days? 365 days. When I tell days, it need not be continuously. It need not be continuously days. Okay. So, the first basic condition and the second basic condition, the first condition says that he should be in India for a period of 60 days in the previous year. In 2018-19, he should be there at least for how many days? 60 days. The second one says that he should be in India for 365 days during the preceding previous year. So, out of 4 years, at least for how many days he should stay in India? 365 days. He should stay in India. He should, to satisfy the second basic condition, he should satisfy A as well as B. If he satisfy only A and doesn't satisfy B, it is not satisfied. If he is satisfying only B and not satisfying A, it is not satisfied. So, to satisfy the second condition, he has to satisfy A and B. It is not that he is satisfying one and ignoring the other. No, that is not possible. So, both if he satisfy only, we can tell second basic condition is satisfied. And one rule you have to keep in your mind here is under basic condition, it comes under section 6, subsection 1, subsection B. Okay. I told you for all individuals, how many basic conditions are there? 2 basic conditions. But under this section, that is section 6, subsection 1, subsection B, for the following 3 persons, there will be only 1 basic condition. Second basic condition is not applicable for the following persons. How many basic conditions are there overall? 2 basic conditions, 1 and 2. But what happens according to section 6, subsection 1, subsection B, for the following person, second basic condition is not applicable to them. Only 1 basic condition is there. What is the first basic condition? 182 days. If they are satisfying, it is satisfied. If they are not satisfying, it is not satisfied. Who are this person? Okay. The first one, he has any person, they have gone for employment purpose. He is a citizen of India. He is citizen of India and gone for employment purpose. He is a citizen of India and he has gone for employment purpose during the previous year to other countries. He has gone for employment purpose to other countries during the previous year. For him only 1 basic condition, second one is not there at all for him. What is the first basic condition? 182 days. Any person, any citizen of India going for employment purpose for other countries, for him only 1 basic condition is there. Second one you shouldn't write at all, you shouldn't show only. The second person, crew of a ship, crew member of a ship, crew member. Who is a crew member? A person working in ships, crew member of a ship. Even for him also, how many basic conditions are applicable? Only 1. The third person is Indian origin. Indian origin and staying in foreign. Who is an Indian origin? Coming in the previous year to India. Who is an Indian origin? Indian origin is a person whose parents or grandparents are staying in India, but he is there in outside India. So, he has come to India during the previous year. He has come to India during the previous year. So, for this 3 person, either an Indian citizen going for employment purpose in the previous year, a crew member of a ship, and an Indian origin who has come to India during the previous year. For all these 3 persons, there is only one basic condition. Second one, you are not writing at all. You are not showing them second one. So, if we satisfy that, he is satisfied, or else no. For all other individuals, there is a choice. He can satisfy 1 or 2. But what happens for this 3 person, there is only one basic condition. Citizen, Indian citizen, gone for employment purpose, or a crew member of a ship, or an Indian origin coming to India during the previous year. For all these 3 persons, there is only one basic condition. Okay. Let us now go to additional condition. The same way we have 2 additional conditions. The first additional condition is that an individual should stay in India for a period not less than 2 years. Out of an individual should stay in India for a period of not less than 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years. He should be in India for not less than how many years? 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years. When I tell years, it should be continuously. When I tell days, it need not be continuous. When I tell year, it should be continuously for 2 years he should stay in India out of 10 preceding previous years. When I tell 10 preceding previous year, 2018-19 is your previous year, 17-18, 16-17, 15-16, 14-15, next will be 2013-14, 2012-13, 2011-12, 2010-11, 2009-10. 2008, 2009. So, this is 10 years. So, he should be in India continuously for how many years? 2 years. Okay, he should be in India for not less than 2 years out of 10 years preceding the previous year. When I tell previous year, it will be 18-19. When I tell preceding, leave of the previous, go back side. Now, the second basic condition, what does it says? It says that he should be there in India for a period of not less than 730 days. 730 days out of 7 years preceding previous year. A person should be in India for not less than period of how many days? 730 days for how many years? 7 years preceding the previous year. Leave the previous year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For how many days he should be? 730 days. These are the conditions, basic condition and additional condition. Okay, the first basic condition says you that 182 days or more during the previous year. Second basic condition, it is a combo. He has to satisfy both the conditions. The first one is 60 days or more during the previous year, and the second one is 365 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. Additional condition, 2 years out of 10 years preceding the previous year, and second additional condition is that 730 days out of 7 years preceding the previous year. Is it clear? So, totally we have three status, residential status can be classified into 3: OR, R, NOR and R, NR. Is it clear? Clear? I don't know how many minutes. Doubt